All right. Good afternoon, friends. I'm coming to you midweek here. Just wanted to give you a quick, a feel good story and a case update on one of the cases I've been handling for several months. I had one of the first, so maybe the background is that Minnesota has gone through some big legislative changes and legalized marijuana lately, and there's been a lot of changes to the drug laws, and there's a whole category now of cannabis offenses. And it breaks down like how many plants you can grow personally at home, and just there's a whole slew of new laws. Anyway, there's slowly but surely, right, people just like everyday citizens like me and you who may possess or want to use or cultivate, right, for personal use, these plants, and it happens to be at their homes. And so that's, I guess, maybe the backstory. So I represent a gentleman who is one of those folks who is trying to cultivate his own plants. And he ended up, I don't need to go a lot, I guess, into the details on how this actually happened, that he was discovered, but in any event, he was. And so this is, a county here that I don't deal with frequently. And I ended up finding through the work on the case that it was the county attorney that was spearheading the case, and that this particular county attorney had disclosed that we were the first case to be charged under kind of this new statute for cultivation of cannabis. So it was new for her. Again, this is a new law, I think, for everybody, but we were kind of the first to go in the county. So we had filed strategically a number of motions in the case related to the validity of the charges and probable cause and some other things. And it forced the county to take a close look at what they were charging and what they might need to eventually do if they were going to proceed in the charges toward trial. And it was enough to leverage the situation, I think, in my view, to get a much better outcome for the client. And so the good news is that we were able to walk away without a felony, and the client is in a very good spot now to have kind of the best results under the circumstances. Not a dismissal, but the client understood that, we may never get a dismissal in the case, but we were able to, again, create enough of an issue for this county attorney where they didn't feel comfortable proceeding in the way they had intended to initially. And so we were able to negotiate a very favorable outcome. Anyway, I just wanted to give a positive update. It's always interesting, I think, to take a look at how new laws get implemented and kind of how they get rolled out, and case to case how they're applied to different folks out there. So we were able to help with the situation. Grateful for that opportunity, and just wanted to put it out there as a good outcome, and hopefully you can get a good outcome in your case as well. If you want to talk, give me a call. The number is 612-339-5844, or you can find us at arrestedmn.com. That's arrestedminnesota.com.